What the fuck? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if I like this or not, but it looks like I'm gonna help me. Okay, so today we're gonna be reading Subscribers Scary Stories Part 2. Bruh, I just came in from the outside. Damn, why is it taking forever to go down? I'm gonna fix the ring light. Wait, why is it doing all that? Is it because I'm touching the back? Stop. Bitch, I'm controlling it from the back. Nah. Nah. Ooh. Perfect. Perfect. What's it doing? I feel like the way I was reading last time was so like I'm gonna try to do better, okay? I'll do better. Okay. Okay. I was like 5 years. I know at the time. I got this. Take your time with it. Bring you close to me. I was like 5 years old. I was like 5 years old at the time. I was like 5 years old at the time, and I was playing on my dad's phone. Suddenly I get a phone call from a random number. I answered it, and it was a little girl asking if I found her dad. It was a creepy voice too, and I heard screaming in the background. I don't know if it was a prank or an actual girl. I don't know. I got the chills. Hi Molly, my dog came to visit us. Oh, hi girl. So there was this one day where my uncle came back from work, and he said he saw a kid running in the backyard, and he thought it was one of us, so he went to ask us if we were all in the house. So he ignored it, but then he heard someone playing with the ball, and when he went to check, playing with the ball, and he went to check, and he said there was a child playing outside, and we said there wasn't. So he went out and started throwing the ball, and there was no one there. He was even talking to someone, and we asked who he was talking to, and he said the kid, but there was no one. He then went inside, and the next day the house was empty. The upstairs was my aunt's house, and there was no one upstairs. We heard little kids' footsteps for the second floor running around, and we heard something drop. We called my aunt to ask, and she said no one is home. We decided to check, and there was no one, but as we were coming down, we heard someone laugh, and me and my cousin went running. To this day, we still hear the kid running. Dude, why do I read the stories like that? I'm like a fucking robot. I'm like, man, wanna meet me. One time I was playing outside, and I heard someone say my name, and I was like, what the fuck, who's this? And like, no response. And then I felt someone touch my thigh, and I was like, oh hell nah, bro. And I saw a shadow run behind it. Like, I saw it in the corner of my eye, and I still live in the same house. And bro, I feel like someone's watching me. It's scary. Scared. The shadow said, oh no, don't even think about it, girl. My mom told me that when I was little, I would always see an old man, and she would always be like, who are you talking about? There's no one there. And then after I got baptized, I stopped seeing him. Dude, that's crazy. Every time a baby cries, or like they cry a lot and shit, my dad be like, oh, ocupan de bautizarlo. And here you are telling me you would see this shadow and then you got baptized. This didn't happen to me, but one day my grandma was doing laundry, and she looked back and she saw a shadow figure. Another time I was walking with my cousin, and she went to get something, and I turned around and I saw a woman like running towards me with a knife, and I ran to my cousin telling her what happened, and she didn't believe me. Oh hell no. A shadow? Bitch, a shadow. A shadow is one thing, but a woman with a knife? Bitch. Me. Dude, I want pineapple. Pineapple. It all happened when I was like 5 or 4. I had my own room, and in my room, I had my bed next to the window. I also had a cross on top of my bed. I would see a little boy in the window all the time. I also just learned that a spirit can take a form of a child. Bitch. 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 Wait, that just like throws me the fuck off. Because in my last video, I said, oh, what did I say? I said that I wouldn't be that scared of a child spirit. And now I'm learning, now I'm being informed that a spirit can choose their character. I'm done. I'm done. And my mom would always come to my bedroom to see that every day. I would take the cross off my wall and put it far away from the window. She asked why I kept doing that, and I told her my friend doesn't like it. I got baptized and never that spirit again. And what the fuck, dude? The last time I was reading stories, and I don't read them before, like I'm looking through the DMs and picking them right now, I'm reading them right now. But in my last video, there was a bunch of stories about duendes, and this, like, now we're getting stories about being baptized and like spirits and shadows. I'm like, whoa. Y'all got the memo and I didn't even tell y'all the memo. Like, what? And never that spirit again. And I never saw that spirit again. And I will sometimes get weird vibes or feel like someone is watching me. Dude, this is literally like the other story. Like, should I Google some of these? Like, what is it? Okay. This is a story that happened to me and my grandma. It happened to my grandma in Mexico. My grandma was around 8 years old and she lived in a very old house. She said she would always see a lady at a specific wall. The lady looked old. She would tell my grandma to come her way. When my grandma did, the lady would disappear into the wall. One day my grandma told her dad and they broke down the wall. My grandma says underneath the wall there was a bucket of gold. What the fuck? She says her dad took some and they left the rest there. The next morning everything was gone. The bucket was just there. I know it sounds fake, but that's what my grandma claims happened. Suddenly I want to see a lady walk into a wall. Bitch, where's my bucket of gold? For real. Another story is about a witch. Both stories happened in Mexico. Me and my grandma, my uncle were very hot one summer. So we went out to the balcony and sat down. All of a sudden we hear a turkey sounds and my grandma got scared. The witch started laughing. My uncle decided it would be funny to mock her. When he mocked her, the witch got mad. She came towards us as we ran back inside and shut the doors. The witch started banging on the door and laughing. My grandma ran to the other room and brought a cross and she kept in the room. As my grandma held it against the door, the witch began to scream. Next thing we know, the witch is gone and we never see her again. What the fuck? Bitch, a witch. I wonder what a witch looks like. So this one time, I think it was like 12 in the morning and I heard people talking outside and I thought it was my family. So I look outside and I see a shadow standing right in front of my window in my driveway and I got scared, so I looked again and it was gone. Then a couple of days later, I went to my friend's house who lives across the street. Her stepdad told me that when he was going to work, he saw a shadow right outside my window, and till this day I'm still traumatized. Dude, it's crazy. I feel like that's like my worst fear, like waking up or like in the middle of the night, because my fucking bed is right next to the window, bitch. I would be hella scared. I'm like, let me get some fresh air. Boom, a shadow? Oh hell. My tia's apartment was haunted because it was built on top of a cemetery, but one of the times she was living there, she was just chilling in her kitchen making tea for herself and my other tia. But they had put spoons in their tea, and in the middle of their conversation, only one of the spoons literally jumped out of the teacup on its own and splashed on one of my tia's tea. And splashed on one of my tias with the tea. But that's not the only thing that would happen in the apartment. Hard eyes. Thumbnail. I'm like, ever since I was 11, weird things would happen to me. I've seen things I believe were inhumane. Last year in March, I just had moved into my sister's old room. It was around 2 a.m. I was watching TV. The way I have my room arranged was a bed facing this corner The room was dark with only the TV on. I felt like something was staring right at me. I looked up at it and we knew we were staring into each other's eyes. I didn't physically see anything but knew I wasn't alone in that room. In the back of my head, I told myself to look away, it's nothing, but I felt like whatever was there wanted me to fear it. My dog ended up getting woken up and I happened to have seen what I was seeing. He started barking and growling for a minute, then stopped, and I felt relieved. It had finally left. Something that night told me to pray safety for my entire family. I thought we were fine. 2 hours later, my grandma passed away. I believe it was something evil there that night. I'm strong in my beliefs. Whatever was there wanted me to fear it. It wanted to let me know I couldn't physically be touched but damaged. I believe I'm sensitive to my sixth senses. I pray and ask this is a gift from God or otherwise. Oh my god, that was worded so beautifully. Dude, did you hear? You didn't fucking hear? I said it loud and clear. Oh, foot fell asleep. My foot. Okay, we used to live in Joshua Street, and my sister and her husband lived with us, and one night we all slept in the same room because we were organizing the other room, and my brother-in-law said he seen that I was awake but staring at him and was whispering things to him, and he tried to wake up my mom, but when he tried to move, I fell back to sleep. I dropped. I don't know how to explain it, but when he told me everything the next day, I didn't remember anything at all. Oh hell nah. So she was kind of like hell no. Man, if you ever wake up like that, just know I'm gonna push your head down. Like, I'm literally gonna push it for you so you can knock out. Do I have permission? Okay, because I am gonna do it either way. So when I was 11, I lived in a townhouse. We were there for a year until our second year. Strange paranormal things started to happen. We started to hear footsteps upstairs. When we were all downstairs, my dad took a bat once and yelled, "Who's there?" But when he went to check, there was no one there, and the footsteps, you could hear them in the room. My bed was facing the basket door. I remember being so scared. One day we received the gift bag, and inside the gift bag there was ashes from a dead person. We called the cops because we got really scared. We got rid of them. The next week we got the same ones again. After that day, my mom started to act strange until one day, after hanging out with a friend, my mom started to yell, and saying she felt like she was burning. I quickly called my dad and my family members. Oh my god. And as my family came, I grabbed my little brother and locked ourselves in a room, but we could hear my mom laughing in a crazy way, in a scary way. She had ashes in her hand. My family members, including my dad, finally arrived. They took us down, and my mom kept talking in gibberish, saying that she can't leave the house and that she was burning on the inside. My mom was cold. Side note, before all that happened, we had a lady who was close to us come in to check it out, and she practiced a lot of soul cleansing, etc. So she was at our house. She couldn't get past my room, and my mom told us she felt a very bad negative energy that was trying to attach itself to my mom. Later that day, we had a priest bless the house. After that, we realized that the spirit or demon was trying to take over my mom's, aka possessed everyone. We dragged my mom downstairs, and my cousin took the ashes and threw them away, and they took me from my brother to my uncle's house. Before leaving, they tried to pull my mom outside, and she screamed in pain, and she kept saying she couldn't leave our house. It was going to kill her, and we were able to calm her down. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like The Conjuring. But we had to live in my cousin's house for almost 6 months because we couldn't step foot back there. She sent a voice message. We're gonna listen to it.
Thing that happened to my family a lot, because before I left the house, I remember grabbing my Virgencita de Guadalupe, and I left it in the kitchen table because my uncle did not let me.
Low battery. Can't
We take anything with me, since we didn't know what was like possessed or what was like in bad like spirits. But I do remember that when we went back to pack our things up and pack my room up, I left my Virgencita in the dining table. But when we went back, my Virgencita had disappeared. I have no idea where it went. I was not able to find it anywhere near the house, but it had completely disappeared, and I had to buy a new one.
Oh hell no. I was camping with my family. Dude, I'm gonna go camping in like 2 months. Don't tell me this. Okay, I was camping with my family. I was camping with my family at a small remote lake in New Mexico. There were about 10 people in our group and another group of 6 people in the next campsite. It was nighttime and both groups were doing typical activities, making s'mores, having a few drinks, and telling stories, when we all heard the sound of a little girl yelling out for help. Neither group had children with them, but we were all positive we were hearing a little girl and decided to search the area we heard noises from together. There was a field behind our campsite and we all saw a very tall pure white figure standing maybe 100 feet away from us in the field making the noises. We all agreed this thing looked maybe about 6 feet. Something's in my fucking eye. 6 feet tall, skinny, and white as can be. We made our way closer to investigate, but whatever it was that we saw started backing off as we got closer and it disappeared into the trees. All night, we continued to hear the little girl calling for help as we try to sleep. This is like some Coraline shit. What if the tall lady was fucking the other mother? Obviously not, but like, what? You heard a little girl, but it was a lady? This story is a story my grandma told my dad. So basically, my grandma lives in Mexico in a pueblo. Don't know the name though. The pueblo was near mountains, and in those mountains there were brujas, and at night they would turn into animals and want to sneak into houses and kidnap newborn babies. Since they weren't baptized, they would suck babies' blood out of their body. So basically, one night when my grandma was asleep, she heard noises on the roof and voices coming from my dad's room and uncle's room. So my grandma got up to check. She saw a big owl with red eyes who had my uncle and my dad in their arms. Another time, my dad was like a year old and my uncle was 9 months. And when my grandma, the witch dropped my dad on the floor and my grandma quickly got my dad and the witch still had my uncle in her arms. The witch disappeared out of nowhere and my grandma ran outside the house to find her, which was gone or something. Wait. So only your dad fell? So she took your uncle? The witch still had my uncle in her arms. The witch disappeared out of nowhere and my grandma ran outside the house to find her. She disappeared or something. My grandma cried a lot that night. The next day, my whole family went to look for my uncle, and when they found him, he was dry like a raisin. Valerie! I don't claim any of this energy. I don't claim any of this energy. I don't claim any of this energy. Dude, what the fuck? No fucking way. That's so crazy. I don't know who this witch is. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. He was dry like a raisin. Once I was like 7 and I stayed home alone. Growing up, I always lived at my grandma's house, but at her house, the attic door is like glued shut. There was this one time I saw my grandpa open it. He told me that there was a dead body in there, like as a joke, because there was this one thing, like a human-shaped body on the floor, and it looked like feet were showing. My grandpa said that it was my madrina, but I only got to meet her maybe like 4 or 5 times growing up. But my grandma said that when she passed away, that I was constantly asking for her, and after that I saw my madrina on the floor crawling up to me, and I had screamed, and my grandma came running into the room, and when I told her I seen her, my parents' face went pale. Bro, what the fuck? Never want to see my madrina crawling up to me, bro. Hell no. Me. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna read one more. Okay, so these are my parents' stories. So one of my stories is that my dad didn't really believe in anything paranormal or stuff like that, but one day he was taking his cow back home with his dog. They decided to take a shortcut, which was like a cave, which was just a big rock that you could go inside. The cow went in first and it came back out running so fast, like it had got scared. My dad didn't think much of it, so then the dog went in and came back out running fast and with all his hair standing up. And my dad was like, what the fuck? So he decided to go in. Dude, what the fuck? The cow and the dog? I would have left right there. If the cow would have came back, I wouldn't even let my dog go in. So he decided to go in, and when he did, he said he felt this coldness and got goosebumps. coldness and got goosebumps, and he really got scared and went back running. He didn't see anything, but he knew there was something in there, and his dad told him, thank God he didn't see anything, something could have happened to you. Another story is that my dad lives in Hidalgo, Pachuca, in this little pueblito, and it was said that the people used to bury treasure under their houses, like gold. One day my ass was asleep when suddenly we heard noise, like it was coming from like someone was whining in the corner of the house. He thought it was just his grandma that had woken up. Keep in mind that she was very sick at the time and in a wheelchair, so my dad got up and went to the corner, and all of a sudden he heard it again in a different corner. He did a whole lap around the house and found nothing. That's when he got so scared and ran back and said the next day he told his dad and uncles, and they said that he's dumb and he should have asked what did they want, because it said that if you heard those type of things, they want to tell you where's the treasure. And my dad was so scared. Oh shit. I hear stuff, I'll be like, where's the treasure? What? Next time I hear something, I'm gonna say that. Where the treasure at? And nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. I put my hand on the stove. I think that's it. I feel like I got pretty good footage. I feel like last time I took longer. Dude, I have visions for this fucking room, and me and my sister already talked about it, so we're both on the same page. So like I'm planning to and like, you know, decorate it. But I'll do a video on that. It's gonna take a while though, but I'll record like as we start like putting shit up. You get me? Yeah, you get me. Okay. Oh my god, dude, I muted my computer because like I didn't want you guys to like hear the music, but the music is still playing. Dude, I had no business listening to this song when I was smaller, bitch. Let me get deep for short and cry. Now come and touch me till your body be crying on me. Let me get deep for short and cry on. Dude, this song used to be my shit. Ready? I need some real good loving on me. It's better to love and then lost than never to love at all. If that was true, I wouldn't be drinking this alcohol. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what else you want to say. Love you so much. Follow me on Instagram because y'all didn't really follow me on Instagram. Also, we hit 10K. Bitch, you really gotta do it when I'm talking? We hit fucking 10K on YouTube. The progress is real. Thank you guys so much. A little milestone. Hashtag trying to stay consistent because hashtag we gotta make it somehow. Okay, bye guys, love you so much. Putting me down.